Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, it's Sermon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And that's why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing his Lance on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense looking to really cement his name among the legends of all time by winning a 4th Super Bowl title.
And to me, partner, you just have to marvel at the way he brings his teams back to the Super Bowl time and and time again. If he can win this 4th title, what a capper that would be to a brilliant career. Reputation as a big game coach, absolutely cemented with a victory in this one.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He'll get that complete to Powell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard change brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 1.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. They set up the screen for Sermon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
From the gun on third down, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Lance going to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Going for it all. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe. Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles. So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later. Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real state after the catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one too low. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
3 yards remain for second down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Out to his left. Finding room inside the 40. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Lance now to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now Lance
gets this one to Juszczyk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
3 yards to gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Here's Lance. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This likely a must-have, third and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And all the way up to the 47-yard line.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this one across midfield into 49er territory. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. Stays on his feet. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
One final try now for Lance.
And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.